Alright guys, here we go. It's time to break down the first official gameplay trailer for WWE 2K15, which looks absolutely amazing. Starting us off with a shot of the 2K logo being destroyed by the WWE 2K15 logo as Kid Rock's Bar with a Bar track begins to play. The trailer then switches to the first gameplay footage with a close-up look at Randy Orton's boots to show off the quality of the textures this year, before pulling back to give us another look at Orton, whose entrance we've already seen, before switching to some brand new footage of The Undertaker making his entrance as we see bursts of fire from his pyro igniting upon the stage. Following that, we get a close-up look at Taker before quickly switching to Kane, who is only shown wearing his mask in the trailer, so it's unknown if we'll also see an unmasked version. We then switch to the red and yellow of the current Hulk Hogan, who comes complete with his feather boa, which looks a lot fuller and more detailed than in previous versions, with Hogan striking up his iconic pose. Cena's up next, and he comes complete with his latest lime green You Can't See Me shirt and cap as he gets ready to run down the ring, before we switch to the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar, who looks to be the default WWE champion in the game, but it's the old WWE logo on the title, so it's likely we'll see that updated in time for release, but regardless, the belt itself looks just as good as the models, with gold shining away and the strap of the belt sticking out as Brock turns his back to the camera. Next comes one of my favourite shots in the trailer as we get our first glimpse of Triple H, whose model looks stunning in this lighting, with the realistic smoke surrounding him and really creating an incredible visual. We then switch to last year's cover star, The Rock, as he prepares for action, jumping around at the top of the stage before we see Brie Bella showing off her dance moves. Very briefly, we switch back to Kane making his way at the ring, and it's good to see that the hair no longer flies back like there's a massive fan in front of people while walking. Instead, it naturally bounces along with each step. Daniel Bryan is up next as he bounces down the ramp screaming yes, with the audience all joining in and raising their arms, before the lights go out and we see Bray Wyatt making his way to ringside with his lantern as the audience again play their part by holding up the lights. Next we see an updated version of Goldust's entrance, and that now comes complete with his entrance attire that was missing from the early build, before the first screenshot of Roman Reigns jumping over the barricade with a little kid looking on. Batista is next, sporting a black attire and beard as his pyro goes off during his entrance, with the realistic smoke looking so much better. Mark Henry, complete with his bent on destruction shirt, then tries to take a bite out of the cameraman. Fandango appears through his entrance prop, and we get a close-up look at the detail on the back of the Undertaker's robes. The crowd then goes crazy as they chant yes alongside Daniel Bryan, who looks good, but in this shot especially, the most impressive thing for me is the crowd, as it looks so much better with all the different models and t-shirts as they all jump up and down taking part in the yes chant. We then switch back to Hulk Hogan, who's feeling the heat and tears off his shirt, before we get our first proper look at the Wyatt family, complete with lantern, rocking chair and sheep mask. All three of the Wyatt family look amazing, as we'll see in some of the later shots, with the beard tech coming into action for all three men, and even the dirty sweat stains on Harper's vest being visible. From there we switch to some of this year's gameplay, with Roman Reigns and Randy Orton locking up in the new chain wrestling system, along with some shots of reversals from Cena and Brock, before Harper lays out the Big Show with his discus clothesline, and we see his handkerchief sticking out from his back pocket. Then come the Usos, sporting their orange attire and face paint, along with expanded tattoos that look similar to The Rock's, and the reveal of Rusev, who previously hadn't been announced for the game, as he takes out Xavier Woods. So with Rusev in, you'd have to imagine we'll also see Lana included as a manager. Now it's time for some Superstar Specific OMG Moments, as we start out with one that I guessed a few weeks back, with RVD on the apron taunting as he prepares to deliver a spinning leg drop from the apron to the barricade, with Justin Roberts and the timekeeper looking on. Following that, we'll also have a catapult finisher, with one of the Usos delivering a catapult Samoan drop to Randy Orton. Then we see Rey Mysterio sporting his black and white attire as he delivers some bad news to Barrett and nails him with the 619 and splash from the apron, before Daniel Bryan takes out Triple H with a series of kicks. In this shot we get a better look at Bray Wyatt, whose beard looks fantastic with a new beard tech, although his hair doesn't quite look as good as he takes out the Celtic warrior Sheamus. Cesaro then shows off his athletic prowess as he delivers a springboard uppercut to Dolph Ziggler, who has his black and pink overhead trunks, and we'll see another Superstar Specific OMG moment that I guessed, with Roman Reigns delivering his apron dropkick to Kane as he lies on the bottom rope. From there we'll also get a few shots of Fandango's dance moves, before Bray Wyatt breaks out his own moves with his corner taunt, which I'm guessing will be part of a corner finisher similar to the spear, and then his infamous spider walk as a sweaty Luke Harper looks on at ringside. Also shown for the first time is the big guy Ryback as he takes out Titus O'Neil with a powerbomb before Rusev continues to destroy Woods and Big Show delivers a chokeslam to Rowan. In another Superstar Specific OMG moment, we also have Cesaro signalling for the Cesaro swing before he grabs hold of Dolph and begins to swing him around. Woods then takes out Fandango with Eat Defeat, and Cena inevitably takes out Lesnar with an AA and shows the new crawling mechanic as he crawls across the ring to make the pin. Finally, we get this shot of what appears to be the Wyatt family's winning celebration, with Bray Wyatt on his knees in front of Harper and Rowan as Sheamus lies motionless on the canvas, ending on the promo screen with the new release dates, but not before we get a look at Crow Sting in all his glory, complete with entrance attire and baseball bat. So that's the breakdown of the trailer. I really enjoyed it and I thought it did a great job of showing off the models, with Triple H being my favourite of them all. I think they've really captured him perfectly, but there was no sign of a certain CM Punk aside from a few shirts in the crowd, so let me know what you thought of the trailer in the comments and which models impressed you the most. Until next time, catch you later.